Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Nikki Uncut. This one is going to be a little bit quicker because I am determined to do a very realistic 15-minute makeup, and the products I pulled are very well, they're basically the products I use like Monday through Friday when I'm going to work as like a working makeup artist. So I talk about this a lot, so I'll spare you the details, but what I do is I usually get to work really, really early, and I like to beat traffic. Basically, I'm in Los Angeles. Traffic is, it's bad. It's really bad. And if you leave at the wrong time, and if you know, the traffic is even worse. So what I do is I leave early. I get to work. Once I get there, I park, I sit, I sip on my coffee that I make before I leave my house, maybe a smoothie if I have that with me as well. And I do my makeup. So the products I have below me are ones that I pulled out of my Amazon makeup bag, and I've been meaning to post a video about this Amazon makeup bag because I love it. But the only thing I don't love about it is it's a side story, but I hate the way it zips up. It's actually really, really hard to zip this thing. But the joy of it is once it's open, it's really easy because it lays flat, and it lays flat on my, on like my passenger seat of my car, and I just pull my stuff out. It's really easy. Anyway, we're going to do a 15-minute makeup. I'm going to actually set an alarm for 15 minutes, and we're going to not talk that much through it because I want to get my makeup actually on. So let's start the clock now. I have dog hair on my phone. Don't judge me. And let's get this makeup done. 15 minutes. Let's go. So my skin's prepped. I have my sunscreen on. I have all my things, like all my lotions, all those things. But for my base, I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me Blur. It's a foundation. It's like a blurring foundation, and I have the shade light medium, 09 light medium to be exact. This is how much I'm going to start with, and I'm going to just power through getting this on my skin with a 106 from BK Beauty. Start in the center of my face and work my way out. This is always kind of like my rule of thumb when I'm doing my foundation, when I'm applying my foundation. I start majority of the product in the middle of my face, like the center of my face, and then I work my way out. Just gives it much more of a natural finish. It helps with blending because, you know, by the time you get to the outside of your face, you have very little product left to blend, and it ends up looking much more natural because you're not seeing a big harsh line of foundation on your jawline, because most of the coverage is in the center of your face. So just a little quick tip. But I'm going to try to keep my tips limited for this video so I can actually get this makeup on in 15 minutes. I'm really going to try to do this. I've done some makeup videos like this in the past, mainly for like social media, for like Instagram, and they're really fun, but they are hard. Okay. Foundation is looking good. I actually love this foundation. This has become a new favorite of mine, and it's drugstore. It's really inexpensive. I think this is like $12. Maybe it was $10. Somewhere in that range. Okay, with whatever's left over, I usually tap it gently onto my eyelid just to even out my eyelids. That's a game changer when you're in a hurry, because it helps to cover up any discoloration on your eyelids without having to dip back in for more product. All right, foundation actually looks great. So now, switch to a different 106 brush from BK Beauty, and using the Danessa Myricks, it's the Power Bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. I have the shade medium. This for me is one of the easiest cream bronzers to blend on your skin, especially if you're in a hurry. It just takes minimal effort. So for a quick makeup look, this is a go-to. And also just in general, this is a go-to. I love this formula. It looks like just skin. It just looks like smooth, fresh skin. But it melts into your skin as if it's butter. It's like a really great creamy formula. Okay, let's see how that's looking. Looking good. You know, for a 15-minute makeup, I'm not trying to carve out my features. I'm not trying to over contour my skin. I just want to add warmth to my complexion So that's why I do this. So with that said, it doesn't have to be like chiseled and cut and all those things. Just get it on and blend it and just add that warmth to your complexion. Okay, I am warmed up. Feeling good about that. I have a new concealer that I'm testing and I'm not quite sure if I like it. It's from Sae. It's the, why is this so tiny to read? I have the box right here. So I just got it like last week. It's the Hydra Beam Brightening plus Hydrating Under Eye Concealer. I picked up the shade HB2. And this has more of a pink hue to it, which I love for my under eyes. Helps to kind of counteract and give a nice little natural color correction under your eyes if you have dark circles. But the reason why I'm not sure about this concealer is I feel like it doesn't set. Like I feel like I'm putting more and more powder on my eye, which is the, not what it's intended for. It's meant to be like a hydrating concealer, and I understand that. So I think that it's just not for me, is what I'm deciding. Because I like hydration, but I don't want to have a concealer under my eye that I'm not capable of setting. And that's the feeling that I'm getting with this one. But I'm still testing it out, so those aren't my complete thoughts. I'm just going to pop a little bit around here. Just for some quick, very quick highlighting. Like a very quick highlighting. And then I'm going to blend this in with a 108 from BK Beauty. And tap it and kind of push it under my eye. But yeah, it stays tacky. Even when I set it, I could feel that the powder like mixing into it and making like a pasty texture. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just not sure it's for me, and what I like under my eye and like the feeling that I like under my eye is to be just a little more airbrushed and satiny. But I think it's a great formula for probably anyone else with like really dry under eyes. I think this is going to be a great formula. Now, as you may have noticed, my brows look terrible because I only put the tiniest bit. I didn't really cheat. I'm not trying to cheat, but I did put the tiniest bit of my e.l.f. Cosmetics Brow Wow, because otherwise there's no way I'd be able to get this makeup done in 15 minutes if I was really truly starting with no brows. So I decided to give myself what I think the rest of the population has, which is just more brow than I have. So I'm just trying to like even it out for me and make it a little more fair to get this makeup on in 15 minutes. Okay, concealer is on. Let's blend it in. Before I set it, I'm trying to revisit these from Charlotte Tilbury. They're the Matte Beauty Blush Wands. This is the Pillow Talk shade. The reason why I say I'm trying to revisit them is because when I first got them, I don't know. I was not impressed. I feel like they're really messy. I still feel like they're messy, but I'm trying to give them another shot because I hate that I have not been using them and they're very pricey. I don't like to waste anything as far as makeup goes. So I'm going to put it on the top of my hand and I'm just trying to like fall in love with it because so many people I know love them. So we're trying, you know? I'm shopping my makeup collection and trying to rediscover and fall in love with some makeup that I already have because I'm trying not to waste anything that I have. I'm trying to get my money's worth and like just not be wasteful with makeup. Although it doesn't help that I do videos where I purchase every single thing of like one category at Sephora. Like for example, I did my blush video. I did a bronzer haul video where I purchase every bronzer at Sephora. And I have one coming up for highlighters, so stay tuned for that. I'm like sitting on a bunch of highlighters right now next to me that I'm so excited to try because I love highlighters. I mean, I love everything with makeup, but I especially like get giddy over highlighters. It's kind of ridiculous, but I find uses for all those things that I buy, and I continue to use them, or I give them away to people that I think would like them more, you know, etc. So, blush is on. Now, where's my One Size powder? I'm going to set my under eyes with one of my favorites. It's the One Size powder, the translucent powder. I'm going to dump some in the cap. This one's mine. Take my powder puff, because you know this is my quickest, most effective way to set my under eyes. But before I do, I should really buff out these creases. Because just because I'm in a hurry does not mean I want to have creasy under eyes that are set. And if I'm in a hurry doing my makeup, which is always, if I'm not filming for YouTube and I'm doing my makeup and it's not like to film, I'm in a hurry. So what I do is I prioritize like where I'm going to powder and set my makeup, because this part actually does take a minute to do. So I don't do my entire face, and I just don't do my entire face anyway. I like to have some glow in certain areas of my skin. But I will always do my T-zone. I do around my mouth because I don't like to have the area around my lips shiny. It's like a personal preference. And then I'll take a little bit extra and I'll powder my eyebrows, because my skin does get really shiny throughout the day, and on top of it, my sunscreen will tend to seep into my brows throughout the day as my skin warms up. And then before I know it, I have super, super shiny brows. So I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, one of my favorite things in the moment right now is this from RMS Beauty. It's the Crystal Slipper. Crystal Slipper is the name of this stunning like blush highlighter. It's the Redimension Hydra Powder Blush, and I'm going to apply it with a Rephr 05 brush and just tap this on top. But this color is stunning, and actually I more times than not, I should say, wear this on its own just as a blush, and it gives this beautiful, really soft, just like, it's just a beautiful natural glowy blush for like going to work basically. Okay, to fix these brows even more, when I'm in a hurry, I grab a pencil that's going to get the job done fast, and that for me is the Make Beauty Blade line in soft black. I don't even want to look at how much time I have left, because I have a bad feeling that that alarm's going to go off very quickly. The angle on this brush, or on this brow pencil, just makes it so quick and so easy to get my brows drawn on. Oh, I feel like me again. I actually feel like Nikki again. I'm so happy. Okay, another product that I love when I'm in a hurry is Nutmeg from Girlactik. This is my matte shadow stick. I say mine because it's in my bundle with Girlactik of 6 of my favorite products from the brand. So this is one of my favorite products from the brand. And I just apply it all over my eyelid, like the base of my eyelid, and then blend it up towards my crease. Oh, and we are so low on time. I don't want to tell you, but my heart is racing now. I don't know if I'm going to get this entire makeup look done. I have only 2 minutes left. Spoiler alert. But there's something I want to try with this Nutmeg shadow stick from Girlactik that I saw one of my friends online. My friend Ami Desai, she's a content creator. She's gorgeous. She did a video using Nutmeg on her eyes, but then she also used it as her lip liner. So I want to do that for this video because it looked so gorgeous on her. And I thought, why didn't I think of that? Because I do all kinds of like different products and I use them as my lip liner. Like, you know, I use my bronzer, powder, and cream bronzer as lip liner all the time. So I thought, why didn't I think to do that? But it looked so gorgeous on her. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't hurt that she is like a unbelievably gorgeous human being. So it's no wonder why I look gorgeous on her. But anyway, let's do this. Let's try this on the lips. Oh, yeah. Easy. What the heck was I thinking? Not trying this before. It's obviously a big pencil, so you're not going to get like a sharp line with it. I'm going to rub it in. It's going to look very messy. It wouldn't be this messy if I wasn't in such a huge hurry for this video, but we're doing the best we can. So let me just clean up this line. A little more because lips are very important to me. I have a new lipstick from Kosas. It's the, I don't even know. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember. Oh no, that's a time. Okay, let's repeat it and let's just see how much longer this would really take me to get done. So new lipstick from Kosas. It's like the hydrating, I want to say this has hyaluronic acid in it or something like that. But the shade that I have is 100 degrees. It's really pretty. All right, we're gonna keep going because why not? You know, I make the rules here, so I'm just gonna go over. I'm gonna prep my eyelashes with the Lancome Booster XL. It's like a eyelash primer, mascara primer. Just get that all over. You know, we're almost done. But this really is, if you saw me go to work, this is a pretty close representation of what my makeup looks like when I go to work on set. My hair is usually back and it's usually soaking wet like it is right now. And, you know, I don't have time for hair. So if I had to choose between hair and makeup, I always choose makeup. I'm going to set my bronzer because this is something I do no matter what. With a little bit of powder bronzer from Makeup by Mario in the shade Medium. Just on the top and just a little bit on my nose. And then I'm going to take the same product, the same bronzer. And this is something I don't skip. I always run a little bit of bronzer on my bottom lash line. So I have to do that for this look because that's just something that I would not skip. Yeah, and so what's frustrating about that Say concealer is, like I said, I just don't feel like it's for me because I set it with my one size powder, and usually when I set anything under my eyes with my one size powder, it is not going anywhere. Nowhere. It's not budging, it's not going to crease, it's not going to do anything I don't want to do. But for some reason, this concealer still gets creasy and just heavy looking. So I don't know. You guys. If you've tried it, let me know and tell me what your thoughts are. I want to like it because so many of my friends love it. So I feel kind of left out that I don't love it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be for me. I'm going to finish my mascara with the One Coat Wow from Huda Beauty. That primer does help to make my lashes look very, very long. Okay, there's one thing I would do that I just wouldn't skip, and that's just a little bit of tight lining. So I'm gonna grab my Huda Beauty Very Brown Kohl pencil. It's a twist up pencil. I rotate between this and my Girlactik Pure Brown twist up pencil for tight lining daily. And I don't go all over, I just go like towards the outer quarter of the eye. I have one little clump, I'm gonna grab that, and then we're gonna check the timer and see how much past 15 minutes I actually went. Okay, good enough. This is where we say it's good enough. Okay, timer's at 10 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm gonna stop it now. So basically this 15-minute makeup that I was trying to accomplish, I got done in 20 minutes. But let me just say, I think it's because I was talking as much as I did. I talked, I showed you my makeup bag, I did all kinds of things. I get distracted, I can't help it. If I'm talking to you all, I just get distracted and I get lost. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I think I still got a lot done in 15 minutes before the timer went off. Wouldn't you agree? Let me know in the comments. If this was realistic to you, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to do it again and try it again and really stick to 15 minutes, also leave me a comment and let me know. I forgot to do my setting spray. This is something that I've been trying to do throughout the week, even though I'm always in a huge hurry. Because I do feel like it just, even if it's a mental thing, I feel like it just completes my makeup. So without further ado, I'm going to set my makeup, even though I'm late on the timer, with the Milani Make It Last original one. They just sent me all their formula setting sprays, and I have been loving all of them, to be honest. Between this one and this is like when you want to run a marathon in your makeup. This is more for like every day. You want to kind of keep it intact a little bit more. This is what I would grab. Anyway, let's set our makeup and then wrap this up. Ooh. Whew. And that's it. That's my makeup. Concealer is already kind of creasy, but you know what? It was worth giving a shot to this. So I might actually give this to my sister. I feel like she might like it more than I do. But that's the video. This was done, most of it was done within 15 minutes, but we did the best we could with this circumstance of talking at the same time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm actually gonna go blow up my hair. I just got the Dyson Airstraight blow dryer / flat iron combo thing. My hair is soaking wet. I can't wait to test it out. I'm gonna try that right now, and you'll see it in a future video, I'm sure. I'm probably gonna post it as a reel. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this Nikki Uncut. I had such a blast with you all. Thank you for keeping me company. If you like videos like this, I have so many more, and I have full-length videos too. They're much longer than this one. You can check them out right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a great day. Oh, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, send it off to people, you know, just do all those things. It really does help out my channel. So if you want to help out my channel, do those things, and I'll see you soon. Bye.